Welcome back, learning lovers. Thank you so much for rejoining me. Just wanted to let you know I will be posting the channeled and guided messages today, especially if you were born from 1968 to 1977. Your North Node is indeed in Aries. So this information will be pertinent for you on top of everyone else out there because this is where the nodes of fate are right now. And this is the lesson that all of us are needing to learn. And especially so, you may be feeling this a little bit more than the rest of the collective with those birth dates. Okay, so I off the floor when I gathered everything up. We have the Empress on this side of the deck. And now I said in the last reading that the Emperor is a grumpy SOB without the Empress. Okay. So because he needs the Empress in order to temper his energy, that Aries energy of me, my, needs to balance with justice on this other end, justice, Libra energy that tends to focus on the we, and the you, right? And sacrifice of themselves, making that energy codependency. Now, our job as humans until January 11th, 2025 is to find the middle ground, which is autonomy within partnerships. And here we have the Empress energy to balance this out here. Okay. So even though these are the cards that laid out, this is the situation, this is the environmental energy. So this is available to us all. Think of this as yin and yang energies, the divine feminine and the divine masculine. The Empress does not need the Emperor to be balanced. Okay, so that is the difference. So I just kind of wanted to go through what was under the rest of the deck before I pull the big spread. And I'm going to focus on solutions, okay, because we also do, or did this afternoon, have Daddy Sadie, the planet that teaches us the harsh lessons and are here to kind of be the, what's it called, the army dude that trains all the new peeps, be the drill sergeant for humanity to make sure and ensure we are learning these lessons. That's Saturn, the wisdom. Okay, not fun while you're going through it, but then you see the wisdom of it when you are finished. Now, that is trining. Okay, trining Mercury, the planet of communication, and that Saturn is in Pisces. So those energies are kind of, Pisces is the energy of the mystic, of the intuitive, go with the flow, because that is a mutable sign. So then we have Mercury, of course, that has already moved into Cancer energy. Cancer, Pisces are friends. Okay, so those are very connected energies. How can we have a solution here? The solution to this is going to need a practical approach with our drill sergeant friend here helping us. So let's see what the Empress energy, what's in the energy. I'm just going to kind of whip through. Interesting. So the Empress energy may have been fearful or have some kind of addiction, depending on what's after that. Fearful, have some kind of addiction to small promises. Because pages are the children of the court cards. So even though the Page of Pentacles is the most learned page, okay, this is still potential. It's still the offer there. It's still okay, this Empress is getting promises from a page. No wonder they're fearful. No wonder they're fearful. Okay. And then what is the message of healing, of hope? But what happens here is, I just said pragmatic solution. This is not just a Oh, I hope, right? This is, I am taking action toward my dream. That's what this page is not yet familiar with. They have just learned that, this is how to do it, but not yet taking the steps to do it. Yeah. Page turns into a night. This night is the slowest of all of the nights. And even though it's the slowest, it's the only night that will eventually get there, albeit on a geriatric horse. Learning this information of, I cannot wait, I'm already Empress energy. That's all four queens. Okay. And this is not gendered, guys. I know I have a lot of enlightened masculines on my channel. So thank you for being here, for being an example of how to just have simple interest in this subject to balance your own feminine energies, your own yin, so that, y'all want the greatest love of all as well. Okay. Raising consciousness. You are consciously aware now that this is going to be a hot minute. And if you stall your own growth by overthinking this and staying stuck in the heartbreak of this betrayal of your love, trust, and time, continuing to focus on the 3 cups that have spilled, you're never going to get justice for yourselves. And as a collective, we are not ever going to get justice for ourselves, whether it's coming or not. No matter how fast it's coming, we still got to go. Okay. We can't sacrifice any more time. And not only is that benefiting you, if this other person is going to benefit from the energy, you got to go first anyway. So sitting around and waiting is not going to bring you the result you want for you. It's not going to bring you the result you want for them, because, no matter the outcome anyway, you still have hope, faith, and love for that person. Their souls agreed to go on this journey, and whether or not they do their part is none of our business, and we can't control that. And it's sad. It's okay to be sad, but we can't sacrifice our own level of consciousness for it, because this temperance, like the star, this takes a lot of work. Temperance energy is learning how to pour into yourself, learning how to find the puzzle pieces of our missing self, learning how to reparent our own inner child, and understand that we are safe, we are loved, and that we are here for ourselves. Okay. That past can never come back, but we will never abandon ourselves. And sometimes it's a hard aha to understand that that's indeed exactly what we've been doing. I get it. Once we understand this, and once we start to repair ourselves, pouring into ourselves so we can give back. I love how she's holding a couple of glasses of wine there. Cheers. I get by with a little help from my friends, and it's fast. Then life starts picking up very, very quickly to what? To victory. Okay, it's lying in wait. That fruit is ready to be picked. Okay, you've got to make sure you're not waiting and delaying this healing, because that fruit that's got to ripen so you can take it to market, it's got to ripen, and that can take years. How long did it take you to come to this conclusion? Okay, there's it's a lot of healing that has to be done on your side of the tracks as well. This is not easy. One sword of truth would have done it, but just because the other person ran from the truth and hid behind work and kept repeating a pattern over and over and over, and Two of Swords refused to make a choice. No, maybe those two swords are equally true for them. That is not our business, and what is our business is our own healing. And that could either come to this revelation as a shock to us that, oh my gosh, here comes the sun. It's all right. You got to get up. That round is done. It's time to resurrect yourself, collective. And that's what we're going to look at doing. I could keep going with those. A little bit of a gypsy style read. Let's see what's going on with this Page of Cups. So this could never make, I'm a leader. I want to step into my leadership, but I'm taking the strength to not go through this uncomfortableness by keeping myself busy here at work, repeating the same patterns, even though I know I'm a wounded warrior. They may be coming into that realization. And if you are not with a partner and this is not someone else for you, again, simply yin and yang energies, our own masculine and feminine energy. Okay, so the action part of you, whenever we go from new moon up to a full moon, those are the action steps we take. We cannot pretend to be blind anymore. This Two of Swords is willful blindness. Well, what they said there, I'm sorry, another page. For what? Now, not only do we have emotional abandonment, we actually have physical abandonment. This could be this person being extremely defensive. Okay. That could also be them just standing their ground, pushing back those Seven of Wands that are being repeated here. They're going to be fighting on that hill quite a while, especially with all this page energy. Yeah, they're holding back. This is considered a stage card with this delineation of energy here from the building, the grays. Okay, it's Mercury. They are sitting on top of this square of opposition. They're in opposition to their truth and to their heart. All you can do is continue your growth and channel them love, send them love. Thank you for the lesson. I forgive you for not being at the same speed in your own cognizance as I am. That's all it is. They're not as aware as you. Can we please forgive that? And I know things happen that are, I know, unfortunately, I know a lot of the things that can happen when that person is unaware, and how much hurt and betrayal and sorrow that physical abandonment brings. And just to have someone fight you every step of the way, it's heartbreaking, especially because when you are enlightened and you are able to see that person's soul, you know where their pain comes from. You know why they're holding back. You know why they lie to themselves. This is a Page of Swords. He knows nothing. This is the most immature of all the pages. He's just starting out. I mean, these are huge lessons that take a lot of focus. You can't just kick a foot up willy-nilly and go, I'll figure it out. This is just repeating the words of what we want to hear, right? Really holding back communication and any sense of forward movement that's any kind of swift, maybe any holding back any communication regarding a rejoicing, regarding a reunion. It just can't happen. All they really have to offer is the magic stick. They're confused. You remaining in this energy with them, there is zero sense of urgency. They're getting what they want. Are you? They want to feed that wolf of fear instead of their loyalty dog of happiness and loyalty to their own self, instead of learn the message and learn the lesson of transformation. You cannot force this. It's going to keep fighting this. So therefore, we're fighting ourselves. So what new lessons of love have we learned? And what do we have ourselves yet to learn about our own fears of, well, at least it's some kind of an offer. Is it? If you're just looking at this as souls, Venus energy here with what we're talking about, squaring the nodes of fate, does that look like an equal partnership? I know. I know it's sad and I know it's frustrating. Sometimes what gets you through is understanding that it's not necessarily no forever, but it's got to be no for right now. And if you're going through that, my heart is sending you so much love. So much. All right, let's see what we got here from the shuffle before. Knight of Wands. Where did I just see that? What side of the deck? So, bottom of the deck. Yeah. After all that fighting, jealousy, strife, competition, fighting their own rebirth and transformation. Knight of Wands, what do they want to rush toward? Knight of Wands can be kind of fleeting. Five of Wands bookending the Five of Swords with the Knight of Wands. This is not anytime soon. This is just wanting to rush in with passion like we saw on the magic stick. And this is just wanting to win. Again, with that Page of Swords, making promises that they're mimicking back. Mm-mm. This is where they need to get to. You see how deep in this side of the deck I am. All right, let's see what our solutions are. So, again, Knight of Wands here. That is a wombat walking across embers and fire. You know what? This is such a cool deck that, do I even have it here? Shoot. I do not. Okay. I guess it's not meant to be. It is a really cool deck still. It's a she has really, really neat takes on these energies. Just, if you've been watching tarot for a while, or if you've been reading for yourself for a while, you have your own channel. Welcome. Thank you for being here. This is it just kind of freshens up your perspective. And it's like, seeing something new for the first time, which is always fun. Ace of Wands again, Nine of Wands. Okay. So wanting to, dive into the passion, wanting to use that for this creative energy that this spider is, trying to catch all these ideas. But remember the Ace of Wands, it is a peace offering, and it may be sweet and it may be fun in the moment, especially if that's really the only area you maybe have got along with your partner, or the only time you had fun. Betting it was controlled though, right? Put that in the comments. Did you ever get to decide? Or were you controlled with whether or not they wanted to, because that's the only control they had left as you're evolving more and more? So the porcupine, this is the Nine of Swords. You know where that's going to leave. It's just going to make you confused. This, you know, the magic stick, the WAP, whatever that is, it releases hormones in our body, and that's that rush of chemicals that we've been wanting. But you've been wanting closeness and intimacy. And while that is a form of that, it's only going to leave you confused because the cycle's just going to repeat, right? I know. I know, collective. All right. So Knight of Wands twice, that can be a here for a good time, not a long time, especially with that double Ace of Wands. Wow. This is not sleeping in the nighttime. We just saw stinking thinking in the daytime, Eight of Swords, Eight of Swords. This is also Nine of Swords at night. It bothers them just as much as it bothers you, but that confusion, which cup do I take? The key is right here in front of him, visible. It's huge. Can't tell them to pick it if they're not going to pick that. That's their lesson. You cannot spiritually bypass it for them. And by you delaying their spiritual lessons, not only are you delaying your own, you may unintentionally kind of catch some extra karmic lessons for interfering in that. So maybe just something new to consider there. Maybe that's something that will help you push yourself over the edge to heal this time. Just heard this time. This time. All right, let's focus on solutions, please, Spirit. What are some pragmatic solutions? Pragmatic solutions here. How can we change our thoughts? Let's go through our aces here. And I'm going to go through, let's go through Saturday, Sunday. How can we help change our thoughts, Spirit? Okay, almost, not quite. Can we help change our thoughts? One or two cards, please, and a bottom card for crossing energy. Here. Guess who's back? Back again. How can we help change our thoughts when we're ruminating about this broken heart? This card is so interesting. The chains. Okay, again, the Three of Swords is equally felt on both sides, just because they're not grieving in the way that you grieve, or maybe you're not even seeing them as grieving. I don't know. Put that in the comments. Maybe that's just our assumption or our perception, but sadly, these are elephant tusks that are piercing this heart. And the relationship between elephants and humans, just the kind of disgusting depravity that I struggle with calling poachers human beings, because I don't think if you had a heart, you would ever be able to take down a majestic animal and manipulate it and trick it, and horrifying. This feels like this person knows that they betrayed themselves, and maybe they were lured like a poacher might be for the money of this, but the consequences of doing this to this majestic animal just for their tusks chains you to karma that I wouldn't want to catch those hands. Maybe they can't get it out of their mind either. Let's see what just wanted to. Boy, they just want to shoot on the floor, right? This is. They are kind of big to try and shuffle. How can we get out of that 3 of Swords, 9 of Swords? We cannot. That's rumination about the heartbreak. You've got to get to that. The 9s are done. You've got to decide. How can we decide that? By focusing on all that we do have. You have enough to hibernate here. You have enough to heal. You have enough to rest with. Focusing on this 9 instead of the 9 of Swords, moving from 8 of Swords. That's choice. I didn't mean to throw those back in the deck, but here we go. That is crossed by the High Priestess. Interestingly, hibernation, winter, sleeping, stays in the cave. The bat's here recovering himself as well. And it is a night scene, but his eyes are open. The High Priestess energy is that of following your intuition, understanding that there's pentacles, there's prizes to be had for raising your own vibration, and then focusing more on what you do have and the gifts that the spiritual enlightenment can bring will help get you out of that 9 of Swords, about that 3 of Swords. And yes, it was terrible. I don't doubt that. Okay, Spirit, pragmatic, like even just making, again, a list. What am I grateful for? What do I have? That would be a way to get out of that 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords, focusing on cups energy. How can we focus on cups and focus on healing our heart? Wow. So, Queen of Pentacles, this is key. And doing just that, by focusing on what we do have. The Queen of Pentacles is the highest evolved queen. And there's a butterfly of transformation here. There's some Jupiter energy, the luck of the rabbit. And even though it's Pentacles energy, Earth, we are seeing these sunflowers. So that is loyalty to the self. And this is the lower octave of the Empress energy. So how can you focus by focusing on the cups? How can we pragmatically work a way to a solution for this? By not spinning too many plates at once and avoiding our own healing, not going in circles, loop-de-looping, and, bouncing back. Should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I? It's a never ending circle. Sorry, I'm getting used to this new camera. Dolphins are very High Priestess energy. They communicate through their certain calls. And this is literally the yin and yang energy balancing of ourself. And when you're focusing on what you do have. And that is the key here, as you can see on her hide, focusing on the loyalty to yourself brings in that luck, brings in this transformation, and brings on the transformation and puts that crown back on your head. Turns that frown right upside down, and then you're able to give to others this friendship. You're protecting yourself now. You're learning that lesson. I've got to protect my energy, because until this person is healed themselves, they're just fine taking mine. Just fine. Wolf blindness. What is crossing that Queen of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, there's that celebration. And I was just talking to a client I did a reading for the other night. This is like amok. This Three of Cups and the Four of Wands in this deck. It's furry friends getting back together, having a great time, and just getting into it, getting into a little trouble a little bit here because raccoons. They can tear some shit up. They are very curious. They're always, knocking everything over. They are explorers, but it's like, the little bandits. When is the last time that you just were not rotten, but ornery? When was the last time you were ornery? Who can you be ornery with? Who can you call this weekend to be like, hey, let's go find some trouble to get in. Let's be ornery. Do that. That's in the environmental energy. Definitely will help. Aw, Two of Cups, and we were just talking about the elephant tusks. Two of Cups is I want what you want. This getting into the energy of your friendships, reconnecting with them. I before this reading, I was increasing my vibrational frequency to listen to the song Birds of a Feather. And to my best friend that like that's till the day that I die, like seriously, she better go first because I, mm-mm, I can't. Mm-mm. She's a little stronger, I think, in that department. I couldn't handle it. So it's about getting together with people of your equal frequency to help you remember who you are and pour back into your own cup. 32, 3 plus 2 is 5. That brings the change. You might want to check the my Saturday reading because here is the red and yellow um, that I saw in my channeled messages. And just like on the Lover's card, these two snakes are intertwining here together like that double helix energy that I sketched. That's on my community page. Wow, that's really beautiful to focus on filling up your own cup. Stop hemming and hawing back and forth. Okay, get out of your head and start doing. Make that phone call and go out and have some fun. All right. Spades are Ace of Wands. What can we actually do? Wow. So that Nine of Pentacles, just changing our thoughts to what we do have. Look quickly. That brings the Ten of Pentacles. This is happy family. This is community energy of all these bees working together. um, and bees' wings move so fast because their wings technically aren't enough weight or aren't big enough to support the weight of their fuzzy little bodies. So they're working extra hard at it. Okay, they're hard workers. Ten of Pentacles is the connectedness of many things. If you think about roots of a tree, as ancestral roots, this is, includes the Ten of Cups, that there's another person in there that starts as a Two of Cups and it builds. There are other ways. There are other ways to be connected. Find yourself again. Dive into your community. Come together. Fairies like to be busy in groups. Many hands make light work. Can't make it up. Bees. On the bottom of the deck, Magician, that is Gemini energy, and that is having all four aces of potential at your disposal. And look at that, just because you shifted your energy, had some fun with, and, got into some orderliness with all your friends here, it's enough of an energy shift to get you going. This is putting you on a whole new trajectory to a new start. And we just used this yesterday because it was messages or what we were trying to bring to the collective energy of we want to take a leap of faith, but we want to take a calculated risk. We don't want it to be foolish. Okay. So if you missed that reading, this rabbit has run away from this wolf in the forest, knowing that the lightness of his weight will not crack the ice. But that's a smart decision, right? And this wolf, in his haste to just leap, is like, oops, look at that ice crack in there. Okay. So the magician, don't doubt yourself here. You're not taking a hasty leap. This has been a hot minute that you've been in this for a while. Okay. So how can it be hasty if it's been that long for you to make the decision just to even put yourself first? Okay. You have everything you need to take this new leap. You know what you got it going on. You got the magic wand, you got the pentacles, you got the cup. This is a tangible offer. This changes everything. Going from, I mean, the Ace of Pentacles is a 3D potential: money, time, energy, resources. This is sapping your energy. Think of all you could do with this energy that you now have to spend, like in the reading yesterday, moving towards the life that you do want when you make this decision. Because at any given time, all these decisions are, should be led by, is this getting me closer to or farther away from the life I desire? Page of Wands, this is throwing caution to the wind, tapping into your creative energy. Okay. Of all the this is my favorite page of all the pages. This is fun energy. This is laughter. Okay. Friendship, having a good time. And I think that is a raven or a crow. I don't think so, though, just because I know this certain bird is actually very creative with how they create their nest. I forget the name of the bird if I remember, or if you really care, put it in the comments and I will look it up for you because honestly, I'll probably forget. Two of Swords, okay, we can't get in that stinking thinking. We've seen that frog energy. Once you have leapt, do not second guess this. Do not second guess your froggy leap. Leap on through. Don't get into that Eight of Swords again. All right. Let's see. Last but not least, our tangibleness, our 3D. What can we focus on in the 3D? Our time, energy, resources, talents, um, assets. Why are these? Okay, these got flipped at some point. It's okay. All right. Pragmatic solution. How can we work our way out of this? Which we've already said. This is the Queen of Cups diving deep into her own feels, diving back into her own heart. The Queen of Cups is, we saw the High Priestess already. That's in the energy by just focusing on the positive and what you do have, then brings this love. Then you're putting action, going and doing things, celebrating. Your status raises pretty damn quick. This is not a lot of effort. It's not. It was within you all along. It was your attention was just drained and diverted, and your energy was just sucked dry. You can't make other people learn their lessons if they don't want to learn them. Could very well be that the point of that connection was that they had to lose it in order for them to wake up themselves. And if you're staying in that, they're never going to wake up. And again, there are karmic repercussions for that. So focus on your own self love because your intuition is already here in the environmental energy. And now it's like megawatt. No, 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 no. It is on. Dive into the depths of you. Crossed by, Four of Cups. Now, this is a specific animal, armadillo energy here. There are all these sand dollars, right, of prosperity, even though this is cups. This is just going, you know what? Sometimes I do want to bury myself in the sand. But unfortunately, with this animal, in an attempt to escape predators, like rolls itself in a ball, which makes it then easier for poachers to catch them, unfortunately. So again, being in that, I've got to appreciate what I have, because if I don't, and I roll myself into a ball and pretend I don't have the things I do, and then I don't see my blessings, then I'm going to easily be caught up in this all over again. Okay. Self love is your armor. And that's what brings justice, our very first card. That's balancing this. You are balancing yourself by simply appreciating what it is that you do have and what it is that you have learned. Wow. Okay. So Friday is the day of, it's a freedom day. It is a 6th day. Okay. So tomorrow is the energy of the Hierophant. 6 would be the lovers. Freedom. You gotta give what you take. That is Friday. It is a good, energetic going out day. So let's ask, because we've got here in Eastern Standard Time, we've got Venus, or excuse me, yep, we've got a conjoinment in with Pisces there with the moon at 4:44 a.m. We have then the moon entering Aries at 4:52. 4 plus 5 plus 2 is an 11, justice energy. And then at 5:55 Eastern Standard Time at night, we have that third quarter moon, which is our cookie energy there. Stick with the old plans or make new ones. We may not want to let go, but we need to. What have I been saying the whole reading? Okay, we know that. 7 of Pentacles that we saw on this side of the deck. What is being created? Those pentacles that are needing to ripen, so that they can come to market. This spider has basically, this very much reminds me, especially cool since they're bookending, of, the grasshopper and the ant story. Who is putting away for the winter, saving, being pragmatic. Boom, there we go. Thank you, Spirit. You got to plant the seeds. You've already planted this for yourself. And look how fast they're coming just by shifting your energy. That's it. That's all you did. That's all you did. I just got done talking about the third quarter moon. Adjustments are required. Okay. We keep checking to see, can we pull them up from the ground yet? Can we pull them up from the ground yet? Nah. You keep looking inside that can, it's still empty. The refrigerator does not miraculously have something new in there to eat or drink that you didn't see before. Okay, curious energy here. Oh, I just said it was a fun going out night. Might be having some kind of fun. There's King of Wands in the energy. I said go out with the girlfriends, have a good time. And these sunflowers are matching up with these sunflowers. And there's a little crow here of communication. You each got a crown, and it ain't the page. It ain't the page. You were looking in the wrong can. Stop trying to pull up the plants and the seeds when they're not ready to be plucked yet. Goes back to I think it was that the Saturday reading? Don't rush the chef. Enjoy that wine with your friends in the meantime, because that's going to help you balance your energy and temper your energy. It is gorgeously, the sky is beautiful right now outside. I wish you could see it. It kind of looks like cotton candy, pinks and blues. I'm curious now. Just I was going to let you go, but like, what are you trying to pull up here, collective? What do you keep trying to check? The moon is wanting to turn your person into a kitten. That's about as much luck as you'd have here. What you keep looking for that's not there, the Eight of Wands, that they're not giving you fast, passionate communication. Eight of Wands could be travel. There's the Ten of Cups that I said was inside this Ten of Pentacles. Where to go with the bees come together. Go out. Go out with your friends. Remember how much fun it is to be fun and to have fun. I think you might be looking for yourself. You're not lost. You're not something that's going to miraculously appear in the trash or in the refrigerator. Okay, this is expecting someone who's a page to be a king. And we're confused about that. And we keep checking to see, are you a page yet? Are you a page yet? Are you a page yet? No. They'll be a page when they're ready to be a page. That's it. That's it. And that's the end of it. And that's all. I know. Not what we want to hear, not the way we want to control our outcome, right? But I mean, look at all these friends. They're waiting to have some fun. Come on, collective. You just need to remember who you are. And when you do, woo, the heat coming off of these. Wow. Go get some heat on you. That'll straighten you up right quick. I promise you. Ace of Swords. What I just said was exactly the truth. Now that's it. That's all. And that's everything. That was beautiful, collective. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not even going to get it. The whole thing was advice. So, Spirit came through for you tonight, collective. And I hope that message resonated with you. If not, perhaps you are the deliverer of it, to one of your friends and all this pink and blue. I mean, maybe they are Pisces. Okay. Freedom. You got to give what you take. All right. I love you. I'm here for you. And I hope you are magical. You are protected. And please let me know if you had a good time going out, especially on Friday night. Much love.